and gentlemen, it is that time again. It is time to satisfy your itch for the Switch It Up show. I am joined, of course, as always, by my co-host, Mr. Seth Trav. How are you today, sir?
I am fine, and I am in your physical location.
That is correct. That is correct. We are together here at the home of, the Preach Network, bringing you episode 82 of the Switch It Up show with not one, but of course, two reviews. And before we go ahead and jump into it, why don't we let you take a moment to enjoy these sweet melodies. Alright, sir, so first up, I'm going to go ahead and jump right on in with Refunct, which I'm telling you, man, this game is a steal. My eyes just popped out of my head when I saw the price for this. I am shocked and appalled, and I gotta say, before I even jump into the review, for $2.99, if you at all like puzzle platforming games, you need to buy this. You need to buy this now. The fact that it is $3 is straight up insanity. I thought this was going to be like 10 or something. As I'm sure many of you know by now, we're very fortunate enough that a lot of these, publishers and developers give us these codes so that we can review the games, for you. Because otherwise, we're on episode 82. I'm not buying that many Switch games.
Oh my God.
I'm like, but somehow we find time to play them all. But the fact that this is $2.99, oh yeah, definitely purchases. I hope they come out with DLC because I will totally buy it. That being said, Refunct is a peaceful, short, first-person platformer about restoring a vibrant world. It features platforming with wall jumps, slides, pipes, lifts, and springboards. It has a beautiful, emotional soundtrack with vibrant visuals. It is peaceful, non-violent, open world without death. It is playful. You can learn and play without tutorials. It is relaxing. You can play at your own pace without pressure. It is a dynamic, changing world with music synced day and night cycle. It is seamless. Half an hour of uninterrupted quality playtime. And for everyone, enjoyable by a wide variety of player skill. So basically, what happens in this game is you're kind of transported into this wide open world. It almost looks like it's that's pretty much like the ocean that's surrounded around you. And as you start to move, really there's not that much, not many buttons. You're pretty much jumping from platform to platform. And as you jump from one platform to another platform, that platform goes from being like an ugly, gray color to a bright, vibrant color, like they're talking about in the description. And basically, your mission in this game is to explore the world and to just touch on every platform, turning it from dead to living in a way. And you have to try to find different ways to be able to scale different platforms to get from point A to point B. Sometimes it's not always obvious where you need to go. You kind of have to look around. If you see a red beam of light shooting up from the sky, that lets you know that that's pretty much the area that you have to go to next. And there's all types of different switches that trigger different platforms to appear and disappear, and it's all done through first person. So it's pretty great looking. The fact that the graphics I feel like they look really, really good for a game that's $2.99. I really felt immersed in this world when I was playing it. I really, really enjoyed this type of platforming. I think they're hitting the nail right on the head when they say that you can play this game for as little or as long as you want. I did feel like it was relaxing when I was playing this. I had a ton of fun trying to figure out the different platforming things. And again, it's another game that I feel like is easy to pick up and play, and you don't have to be a straight up genius in order to figure out how to do well at this game. There's not just one path that you can go. There's a bunch of different ways that you can go to kind of uncover this world. I guess as you're jumping from platform to platform, you can eventually discover, as many places as there are in one direction, and you'll have to turn around and go the other way. So I guess at some point there is a wrong way that you can go, but it is pretty open in terms of, where you want to go and what you want to do next. Like I said, the quality of this game, I'm shocked that this is $2.99. This could be a $14 game, all day long. I had an awesome time with this. Refunct is totally a 5 out of 5. I'm telling you, go buy this game.
Brother, man.
Buy.
It's high praise. It does look pretty as hell.
Dude, I love like these first person like puzzle games like this that are kind of more of like a logic based type puzzle, and like, you know, platforming is something I really like. First person platforming in Destiny 2, we get it all the time.
Oh yeah.
So like, you know, I feel like I'm right at home with this in here, and throw like good graphics, awesome controls, and a great soundtrack on top of that, and like the price point of under $3. Are you insane?
That's amazing.
Like, I mean, yeah, they say it's only like a half hour long. I feel like, I mean, I guess, and that's like, I mean, who's to say, as you would say.
Who's to say?
Right? I mean, one person might be able to finish it in a half hour, but you might be getting longer out of it. And like, whatever, for that amount of money, I feel like it's totally worth it.
Dude, right on. So today I am reviewing Grass Cutter Mutated Lawns. It is $6.99, currently available, and you get 35 gold coins when you buy it digitally. And there's actually a demo available, so you probably want to try this one out. Grass Cutter is a game about cutting mutating lawns that requires lightning speed, response, and great logical thinking. Here, every level is a challenging puzzle. The goal is to cut the grass. Very simple, but only at first glance. Grass Cutter calls for focus and commitment. Just one blink of an eye, and you lost. It is very challenging. The game is made in a cubic retro style, has high complexity at advanced levels, and is ready to truly test your reaction. Main features: feel yourself in the shoes of a lawnmower who saves the world of people. More than 10 types of lawn mutations that give you a real challenge. A lot of obstacles: bypass the security system and laser fences, escape the fire of security guns. You don't want ordinary lawnmowers? You can play with animals. There are many animals in the game, from cows and sheep to beautiful fairy unicorns. Only one player. So, Grass Cutter does have several unique and fun characters to play as. As they said, you can play as a cow. I got a bull, or I think it was a bull or a cow. And you can play as just about every color of lawnmower that you could want. And some of those do have unique, neat little power-ups, like you could poop as the cow, and the poop would hurt the mutants that come after you to try to stop you from mowing the lawn. But at the end of the day, this game is Minecraft doing Pac-Man and Snake is essentially it. That's something that I've been kind of bothered by lately. Everybody's starting to call it retro cube graphics, and I'm like, you're just hoping to somehow get on this Minecraft kick. You know, and that to me feels a little shallow. I don't know. It's okay for what this game is. It's fine to have graphics like that, especially because of the way the puzzles work. And when I say puzzles, I mean that it's just mowing a flat square in different patterns to try to get the most stars or points out of this game. It is kind of challenging, but I don't know if that's because the game's reaction time isn't that good, or if it's the drift from the Joy-Cons, which has been a huge system-wide issue for a lot of people, how there's a Joy-Con drift. I felt more often than not that it was not responding to me when I was moving the stick to do actual movements. And this is a game where you really have to lightning quick, like, do it. As soon as you tap it, you tap it. And there were multiple times where I tried to test that out, and I don't think it was my Joy-Con. I'm gonna just straight up say it. I don't think it was my Joy-Con. I think it was the game. I think the game itself, it has a weird sort of, I don't even know what you would call it. It's not, because it's not a hitbox, but it's there's a weird, I can't even think of how to describe it. It's the area where it actually chooses to move you based on your input. And again, I don't know. I think it is the game. I don't think it's a Joy-Con drift, but it could be both. It could be just one. But that made it incredibly, incredibly frustrating to play this game. Just the fact that it really feels like it's not responding properly to your motions when that is the entire thing that this game relies on. Graphically, like I said, it's kitsch, it's neat, it's fine if you love Minecraft. And the music, it's okay. It's okay. But I give it up to all the characters that they get. Whether it be me or the game itself or the Joy-Con, it's just too frustrating to really warrant the best kind of rating that I could give it. So because of that, I am going to give Grass Cutter a 2.5 out of 5.
Oh man, a little bit of a rough score, but it sounds like you had a little bit of frustration going on there, Mr. Trev.
I had a lot of frustration with this one. Like I said, I can't imagine that it's my Joy-Cons again, because they've been replaced very recently, and no other game is giving me drift issues like that. So, clean up the game a bit. Give me a quick patch, and maybe we'll boost that up to a 3.5.
Well, my man, that's the great thing. We review so many games here on the Switch It Up show that if things ever get boring, you can always switch it up.